Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent. A message to the best, if it ain't me, then...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Next, 180, 115.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
He completes this one to Mack. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Rivers now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of tonight's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 91 yards. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's got his tight end, Burton, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Andrews, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Colts.
Back 390, 190.
Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 30.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down.
Here's Mack on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Colts.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
For about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Rivers. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Rivers pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead.
Tonight's final score, Colts 9.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen taking it in. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Carson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the
through an opening, and there he goes. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards on the ground. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Herbert now. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. It's the fullback. There to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14, Seahawks nothing. Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flush to his right. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The tackle by Melvin.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw again is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. offense. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
To the air again, Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Los Angeles.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Carson. Able to push his way through, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Seahawks 21, Chargers 14.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
On the stop.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Chargers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain.